The Italian government is on the brink of collapse because of a row over how the country should spend the billions handed to it as part of the European Union's Coronavirus Recovery Fund. Members of the coalition government have questioned Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte's plans for the country's economic recovery after the pandemic eases. Mr. Conte faces a huge challenge in convincing the center-left Democratic Party and anti-establishment Five-Star Movement to back his spending strategy. Former Prime Minister Matteo Renzi, who quit the Democratic Party in September to form his own Italia Viva, also props up the coalition, holding 2 ministerial posts. Italy is set to receive €209 billion in grants and low-interest loans from the EU's €750 billion bailout fund to help economies and regions worst hit by the COVID crisis. The southern European state is one of the main beneficiaries of the EU package after the virus ravaged the country during the first peak last spring. Its economy was already struggling before politicians were forced to impose a series of draconian lockdowns to curb the spread of the disease. Mr. Conte is expected to submit spending plans to his cabinet later this week, which could in itself trigger crisis talks for the ruling coalition. The Prime Minister will need the support of Italia Viva's 2 ministers before the strategy can be rolled out. Wolfgang Piccoli, co-president of consultancy firm Teneo, said, "In the most likely scenario the crisis will lead to the formation of a new executive." He added, "While Italia Viva is only a junior partner in the ruling coalition, the numbers are so tight in Parliament, especially in the Senate, that by withdrawing its support it can trigger a vote of confidence in the Prime Minister." Italian MEP Ignazio Corrao told CNBC failure to secure support for his plans could see Mr. Conte ousted from his position as Prime Minister. Mr. Corrao predicted that Mr. Renzi would use all political means he has now in order to have powers in the future. He suggested the political dispute could be used tactically to help Italia Viva gain more ground. On Monday, Mr. Renzi said, "My ministers are serious people, in government because they have ideas, not out of vanity and pride. If these ideas are not of interest, then we, unlike some others, will give up our ministerial posts."